This is it. Yes, hey cuties, PeachY here. Welcome back to a new video, and in this video we're gonna discuss the ramifications and the aftermath, just complete breakdown on the atrocious mess that was the restock for CADY today, and well, what that means for BRATZ, because I mean officially now we can safely say, it's just we're done. This is it. This was the last straw. This was the camel that broke the camel's back. What? You know what I mean? Okay, it was horrible. So, let's get into it. I'm crying. I'm laughing, but I'm crying. Internally, I'm just crying. So as we know, the BRATZ X Mean Girls CADY doll restocked yesterday, today, basically on March 5th. It on a Wednesday, of course, on a Wednesday, because they're still playing up the Mean Girls aspect, although I mean BRATZ, they have just become a certified bully. I mean, it's just undeniable. And you know, we all thought like, oh, maybe it'll go better. You know, in my last video where we talked about like the announcement for the restock, I made it very clear this is not going to change anything. It's just going to be the same mess all over again. But now with some people naively hoping that BRATZ might have changed and that they might have fixed the website up, or they might have taken some precautions against bots or scalpers, or just, you know, listen to their fans in any capacity whatsoever. No, okay, girl, no, say it with me. They do not care about us. This really felt like just a corporate capitalistic stunt for more money, because at the end of the day, today, they just made more money. They don't care if it was bots or scalpers or fans who bought them. You know, fans who were so pumped for this collaboration, if they were able to finally get a CADY doll in this restock, which was the whole purpose of the restock. Mind you, that was the whole purpose. And it failed. It failed. The restock failed to fully execute the one purpose it had, which was to give actual fans a chance, a proper chance to finally get one of these CADY dolls. No, it failed. It failed, completely imploded, okay? It didn't work out, okay? And so, of course, the scalpers and bots, you know, they managed to get over, like, tons of units. And I think, apparently, there was, like, a information floating around that there were 12K units of CADY for this restock. So more than half of more than like double than what they had for the first run. So that sounds like a lot of dolls, right? And so you would be correct. That does sound like, okay, well, at least we have more units, we have more dolls that they produced. It did nothing. Served nothing. Still sold out in like 2 minutes, and I was there live. I'm gonna, you know, you're gonna see here the footage, the screen recording of what I was doing on the BRATZ website. It was kind of glitchy. Maybe it was just my phone. My phone hates me, so it'll do that sometimes just to spite me. But you know, it was glitchy. The website, the captcha. I'm an idiot, and I you know, I completely chose all the wrong fields for like motorcycle, and I'm like, well, dude. Am I not supposed to include the human riding the motorcycle? Like, what am I gonna do? Am I just gonna choose the wheels and like the motor engine? Does anyone else like choose the human as well, like riding the vehicle that you're supposed to, like, you know, tap the circle on? And anyway, I'm just like, I'm going crazy here. But yeah, it was a horrible launch, and the website's still buggy as hell. And I mean, at least there weren't like any, you know, like ghost dolls still in my cart looming around, like with the Regina launch, where CADY was just like in everyone's cart for some reason, and like she okay, remember, yeah, no, it apparently at one point, you know, it said like you're in line waiting 20 minutes. I'm like, what does that mean? This cannot be right. This cannot possibly be correct, right? And then sold out, and then she sold out. So, yeah, live, just complete heartbreak. I mean, because officially now we can tell it's just clear that MGA, they, you know, this was really just for the monies, you know, they do not care about fans. If they truly cared about fans, they would not continue to mock us, first of all. I mean, really, it does it does peeve me, and I am very peeved about them for the continued mocking of us, the people who buy their products. I'm sorry, but what the fuck? I'm just like, okay, I'm over it. This is just annoying. It's annoying. It's frustrating. It's disappointing. It's heartbreaking. It's just all the bad emotions, because it just, after all that we've been through, I know it's plastic. Well, who the fuck cares? Well, we do. I'm sorry, we do, because it was a momentous collaboration that amounted to just more angry fans. And of course, the Restock CADY hashtag got created, and then they finally listened. We thought, oh, this is gonna be something different. They're gonna show us they changed, like an X, or like our captor, in Beauty and the Beast, like Stockholm syndrome. No, they just screwed us over. The Restock that was supposed to show us like a good path forward with these upcoming, BRATZ collaboration collector releases. No, it just imploded. It just did not do what it was supposed to do. And I mean, of course, no surprise, they don't care about their fans. Again, they wouldn't mock us. They wouldn't make continued jabs at us with how passionate we are about buying their products. I'm sorry, what are we supposed to do? Just not buy your product? What the fuck? It's like, yeah. Oh, and you asked again and again, like the caption on these posts, Jesus, BRATZ, tone it down. Okay, I get it. The whole Mean Girls shtick, original. I know, amazing. It's just, but I'm kind of getting fed up. Like, maybe I'm sensitive. Maybe I'm just like, oh. But I do think, a lot of people agree that it's just getting to a point where it's like, well, screw you. Like, okay, why should I care? Why should I care if this is the way you're treating me? BRATZ. Okay. So yeah. And then on top of that, of course, the Strike Axis account has been, flaunting their success, their scalpers, and they use bots to attain mainly most of the stock that they had for the restock. And I do want to ask you, like, if you tried today to get a CADY doll, were you successful, or did you not even try because you knew the way it was gonna go? Because I feel like, of course, it was gonna just be a shit show. So what do you think? Did you get her? Did you not? Are you surprised by the turn of events here, or did you see it coming? Because again, I think it just was predictable to me, because the core issues were never, yes, the stock, obviously, they had not enough, but the core issues for the Mean Girls collaboration launches going as horribly as they did, what they were that they had the scalpers and the bots, the website crashed, the capture was awful, and then, of course, the stock, not enough. So those were the core issues, okay? Core issues. They were never addressed by BRATZ. They were never looked at by BRATZ. The website's still glitchy. The scalpers and bots still doing their thing, and just getting all the dolls that we can't. So it's just so clear that what BRATZ prioritizes here, MGA, okay, they don't care about fans. Say it with me. They don't give a about us, because they realize that, oh, there's money to be made here. Let's slap a little snarky comment as a quote on a seal on the packaging. Let's include a second sticker sheet, and let's call this restock a second variant that it'll be even more expensive on eBay, whatever, because of course. But yeah, and then of course, with how it's going, I do worry about the future of BRATZ collaborations. Now more than ever, because of course the restock, I feel like should have been good, should have been something to uplift the community, should have been something to look forward to. No, it's just more trauma, giving us PTSD, just, completely wrecking our Wednesday nights, and just, getting us into that same spot that we were feeling when the initial BRATZ Mean Girls launches happened, which was not a good one. It was not good. It was not nice. It was not funny. It was not happy times. It was depressing times. It was very sad times. So it's just, I don't know, for better or for worse, we are now headed in a direction with BRATZ and MJ where they are gonna continue to take us fans for granted. until we take a stand, until we do something that really shows them like, oh God, oh yes, they do give they do give, they do pay for dolls. They do care about our dolls, and maybe we should care about them back. So, I don't know. I feel like they really, again, they don't care about their fans. They mock us, then they restock a doll, then they mock us again because we wanted a restock for the doll, and now that the restock, again, just did not do what it was supposed to do. Well, what now? What now? Are we gonna do a restock CADY round 2? No, I fear it's over. I fear it's actually over. They're not gonna restock Karen, Gretchen, Regina, CADY again. This is it. I mean, if they keep going with restocks of the Mean Girls, that will keep going like this, where it's exclusive to BRATZ.com, where they have limited stock, where they still have not fixed the core issues of Scalpers and bots. If they keep restocking the Mean Girls dolls in a manner like this, I'm gonna go insane. I'm gonna go insane because this is not viable. This is not sustainable. This is not healthy, BRATZ. We don't have a healthy relationship anymore. This has turned toxic, and not the fun toxic. No, it's not nice. So, I'm just scared, okay? Because it's just not looking nice. And with the future collaborations, well, what's gonna happen with them? I hope that they have, who am I kidding? They're gonna be BRATZ.com exclusives. They're gonna be limited to certain countries. They're gonna be limited stock. They're gonna be expensive. And then all of us who are not able to get them and who do dearly want to get those dolls will have to pay scalper prices on eBay. Speaking of, I did check these scalper prices on eBay, and while they are no longer, the CADY dolls listings are no longer in the realm of $500, thank God that stopped, but they are still around like a 200 bucks. So they're still expensive, and obviously still more than crazy prices that you should not pay unless it's a good price. But it's just still crazy prices, and there's tons of listings that have like, oh yeah, quantity 90 plus. Like, are you kidding me, girl? Who are you kidding? It's a pre-order. Like, yes, you have confirmed the order, but like that's all bots. You did nothing. Okay, you clicked the button, and then the bots happened, and then they secured the bag, and they secured all these units of CADY. So yeah, that's what happened, and at least the prices, again, not horrible, and it obviously tried to find an alternative to Scalpers and that kind of stuff, because it's just mean the way that they're treating us. It really is. So at least it's no longer like as bad as it used to be with the original CADY launch, but it's still horrible, and I don't know. It sucks. It sucks to be a BRATZ fan right now, and I'm not sure how it's gonna continue. I'm not sure how we can move forward from this, because I think now it's just clear that the trust has been broken. The initial CADY drop was a surprise, horrible drop, because no one could have anticipated how that was gonna go, right? But then with Regina, we awaited improvements. It did not. They did have more stock for Regina in the 2-pack, so that was something. And then the 2-pack release, and it was the same spiel. Then Carol G released. She was better, but she still sold out, and scalpers were still a serious issue. And now with the restock of CADY, it's like, well, what are we doing here? If we're not improving upon these issues, if we're not doing something about these scalpers, then what are you doing, BRATZ? What are you doing? Are you just intentionally trying to give us false hope? Are you trying to, give us hope that we might attain a plastic object? Because, it's just plastic, right? Like, who cares? Well, then why should we care? I'm sorry. Why should we care? So I'm not sure. I'm not sure how we can move forward. And then, of course, BRATZ, they have been going on a downward spiral of just their attitude towards fans. Again, that's subject to, how sensitive you are to, comments and stuff like that. So maybe, again, I'm sensitive. I don't know. I do feel like genuinely it is a little bit, it's getting to the point where it does feel like snarky and rude, really, because they don't have to go so hard. They don't have, like, listen, I get it, but you don't have to go so hard on these comments and like saying like, oh, you asked again and again, and it's like, oh, it's just plastic, why do you care so much? And it's like, we can't help it if you love her so much. Like, again, also different quotes from the movie, but like, I'm paraphrasing, but like, still, even if it is from the movie, even if it does fit the Mean Girls quota, it's not nice. Like, BRATZ, can you tone it down, please? Can you just like be nice to us? Like, show us you care, and like actually do something against these scalpers, and like actually help us improve with the future of collaborations. And like, because if we're not buying the products, that's just gonna be all bots, and that's kind of sad. That's that's genuinely depressing. Like, if collectors actually stop buying BRATZ dolls and then all the stock just gets bought up by bots and scalpers, like, how depressing. So yes, what do you think on this, about this restock? What do you hope changes in the future for BRATZ and collaborations that they will inevitably have, and that they will also, hopefully not as much hate, but like they will definitely probably garner some hate, like the Mean Girls collaboration. It just sucks because, the Mean Girls collaboration was really momentous and it was amazing, and it should have been something that everyone could have enjoyed, but it became everything but that. It started to stand for how BRATZ is failing as a company, and, like, where the priorities lie for MGA, where it's just money, because capitalism, baby, oh yeah. So it's like, who cares about fans if we can replace them with bots who have no feelings, and they will buy up all our stock? Like, well, great. If that's what you think, if we are replaceable to you, then maybe we should just, leave this toxic relationship, because it's very clearly it's not profiting us. It's not doing us any good. I mean, I know for me, I'm just, I do have like PTSD. Like, I got so much anxiety. And I wasn't even like genuinely trying to get a CADY doll today. I was just like in the line to see like how quick she would sell out, because I knew it would be bad. But just imagine like those few fans who naively and like so genuinely hoped in the best for BRATZ, and like that they would actually deliver. Just imagine like those few fans are gonna be so heartbroken. So I'm so sorry. But yeah, it's pretty bad. What do you think? And let's share our trauma stories down below. Let's trauma dump, okay? We are each other's support here, because obviously BRATZ does not care about us. So we're, you know what? Screw them. We're gonna be just fine with ourselves, okay? We're gonna be just fine, okay? We don't need them. We don't need the toxic ex. We're gonna be just fine. And then, a couple months later, we're gonna go running back to them because there's a new collaboration. Who are we kidding? But anyway, a clear way for them to go forward that would help and fix some issues, at least, would be making these future BRATZ collaboration releases just made to order, meaning that they would be like a pre-order type of window for like a couple of days. We would all know it's happening. And then, that means that every fan who would want to get these dolls, they would be able to just press a button and be like, yeah, I have her pre-ordered and she will be coming whenever. Because guess what? When the window would close, they would then have the quantity of how much they would have to produce. I think that way, everyone who wants one of these dolls is able to get one, and there wouldn't be the issue of scalpers and bots selling out the product, because there wouldn't be any products yet to sell. Again, a pre-order, made to order. It's just so simple. Mattel Creations has done it before as well, successfully so. And for Monster High, for Barbie, Jennifer, Fang Vote, Rochelle, like those were pre-order type of situations. So it's baffling that they still haven't, like BRATZ hasn't applied that strategy to, especially like this restock. This restock should have been a made to order, pre-order type of situation, but no. Oh my God, it's so clear that they don't care. They don't care. And I'm just so, I'm so disappointed for everyone who actually genuinely believed them that they would deliver, when in reality, they really just do not care who's getting these dolls. They just care about the money. So, yeah. It sucks, but I think if they really want to help resolve the issues, again, made to order, and then fixing some issues on the captcha and the website would help. And then, of course, addressing the scalpers and bots who, again, they have an account strike access. Like, literally, they could just message them. Like, they actually know who's doing this, and like they're not doing anything about this. Like, MGA, what are you doing? Can you not help us? So yeah, they have the means. They know where the core issues lie, and they know how to prevent and how to improve these future releases, but they are choosing. That's what sucks the most, and what hurts the most as fans is that they are choosing to not do anything about it. They're choosing to make this the most complicated and to make this the most traumatic experience that it is so far, because they just cannot be bothered to do anything about these issues, to resolve them, to make it easier on us with a made to order pre-order. No, they're like, nah, we got them restock. It's more than enough. They'll be happy. And if they're not happy, then screw them. You know, it's like very vain. It's very shallow. It's like, well, who cares? Like, right? They're just fans. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just like so negative right now, but like just that's how I feel BRATZ is like conducting themselves. It's like, well, just buy the stock or don't buy the stock. Either way, scalpers will buy the stock. So we're going to get the money. So it's like, well, who cares? Yeah, anyway, they do know what to do. They know how to resolve. They know how to improve these issues. They are choosing not to do anything about it, and that's what sucks the most. So hopefully in the future, they will improve, and they will see the error of their ways. And if they don't, then unfortunately, I don't see how this can end well. And this is pretty bad as it is. So just imagine this, what happened today, times, 10 times worse. And that's abysmal. So yeah, we don't want that. So it's gonna be so bad if they don't do anything. If they don't improve, it's gonna be so bad. Anyway, sorry, that's more than enough from me. What do you think? I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and consider becoming a member today to support our channel if you're able to. And of course, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the loyalty you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time, stay peachy. Kisses.